Let's take a look at this. Today I installed the INNOVV K7 dual camera, front and the back. Basically the DVR unit gets placed underneath of the seat. All the connections are color coded, it's all easy to install. I just followed the channels along the bike of the natural cabling. I'll show you in a minute how everything went. When it comes down to the power, you have to watch where you connect it to. If you have lights on your bike, whether they're Clearwater or Denali, and you have them on the positive terminal on the outside of the battery case, you cannot connect anything else to that terminal. It pulls too many amps and it doesn't work. Your lights won't work. So I connected the camera system directly to the positive and the negative cable, and then the ACC wire, it's a yellow wire, it went underneath of the seat. You have a little fuse encasement right here underneath the seat, and this is on the 2023 R1250 GS. You got a blue and a red, you got a red cable with a blue stripe. I tested that one. That one comes on with the accessory switch when you kick the bike on. That's what that needs to be connected to. So you buy you a little splitter and crimp it in with the yellow cable supplied from the INNOVV. And boom, you got it. Tape it all back up so it's waterproof. And then if you ever take the camera system off, you can unclip that and still have your cables intact. Underneath the seat mounting, I have the Denali CAN bus here connected up, which I can't get the software to work right now, but in any case, the camera's pretty intuitive once you get it connected up. Pretty simple to use. So let's go over where I have everything installed and I'll show you what I have. So for the front camera, I came up front and I just drilled a little hole in the plastic right here. It's kind of inconspicuous. If you ever took it off, it'll be right there. I don't know how this is going to be for the camera position on the front. It may catch too much debris, too much wind, but I don't know about putting it any higher. Definitely in the rain, it's going to catch the mist, but I think anywhere it would for that. The GPS is underneath of the wing up here, so it should get a good GPS signal from there. Now, I just used a little bit of extra space and used it's got a microphone, an external microphone for it. And I heard some people mounting it under the seat, and then I left it in a place where I can unclip it and attach it to my helmet. But it's right up front there behind the windscreen, which it'll still catch noise, but it shouldn't be that bad. And then moving on back, you can see the cables for the microphone. I just ran right here and simply taped them to the top of the tank. They won't be in the way of anything there. And then when you come down to the connections, you can see where I connect that back up. You can see where I ran the yellow wire into this fuse bus right here. There's the red cable, blue stripe that I tapped into for the accessory switch. And then again, don't connect anything up to your positive post out here. This is the Denali CAN bus system. I left it alone out here. If you put anything else on it, it draws too many amps and the lights won't work. And just follow the channels where your wires go. It's pretty simple. You have to have the bike stripped to do that. Everything's color coded in here. Easy to install. Doesn't take up much space at all. And then again, if you have all of the space to put it on, what I did was, and again for this one, I've got the camera mounted in the reflector back here. If you drop this down, this just kind of is held in place by a little tab. Move that out, drop this whole plate down, and you've got basically a little empty space behind this reflector. and I used the mount that came with the INNOVV K7 system, and I was able to bolt it in place without drilling any more holes or causing any more, disruption back in the back here. And I was even able to put all the extra cable underneath of that space behind that plate. So worked out really nice. I can't wait to see what the images look like. Again, you just do the best you can at tucking the cables in and keeping some decent cable management anyway, to where stuff won't get in the way. And I just ran them down through the channels like you can see here. I unbolted the gas tank mounts, lifted it up and ran them underneath of the channels for that. Pretty much ran them just along the lines of where all the other cables go for the bike, up to the front, behind the mounts for the radiators, excuse me, so they don't touch anything. And that's about it. It was a pretty simple install. I put the remote control to the system right here. I just used the sticky tape and taped it to the top of that. I didn't want to drill any more holes in there. I don't think it needs to be on your handlebars. You don't use it much. The system basically runs on a loop. So it's set it and forget it. And it has a feature where you anti-theft. Anything bumps the bike, the camera will kick on and record. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I'll give another review of the whole system once I get it all on the road and tested, and we'll see how it goes. I know a lot of people have put out a lot of things on the INNOVV system, the K7 anyway, the latest version. And I don't know, it's kind of mixed reviews. It's 2K front and back, so we'll see how the night, low light, see how that all works out. But they kind of did the best they could with what they had to use with now as far as build quality, the aluminum cases around the cameras are solid construction. Everything seems to be really well made, and we'll see how it works out. Anyway.